So Jeffrey Bezos just fixed the entire auto industry. I couldn't be more upset, but I couldn't be more happy about it because here's the deal. We've all been looking for this truck. This truck is what we've all been wanting. But cafe standards is why we have SUVs and oversized trucks everywhere in this country. We all want a simple car. The BYD vehicles that they have in China, right? They're simple cars. But they do a good job. They're not expensive. They're simplistic. They're not overly complicated on the dashboard. They're very simple vehicles. And they're cost effective. Not one American manufacturer could figure this out. Not one. And then Slate came out. And what they're doing is going to revolutionize the entire auto industry, because what we want as consumers is what they're offering. And all the U.S. manufacturers, all they want to offer is an $80,000 stupid pickup truck. And we all want a small vehicle that gets us from A to B. One of my best friends ever in Portland, Maine, when I lived there, had a vehicle with a custom plate that said A to B. It was an old van. It was an old Dodge Voyager. So A to B, baby. That's all we want, man. We don't need to have the frills. We don't want to have an internet-connected dashboard that's going to go defunct every 2 seconds because there's so many pieces of technology that need to work, and then if you need to get it fixed, you can't fix it. So what Slate has done, and I know Jeff Bezos is a major investor in this because he's smart, not because I like him, but because he's smart. And they're going to take over the auto industry within the next 2 years because in 2026, the Slate truck is going to come out. And they have a reasonably sized battery. You can customize the vehicle. So you don't have to get all the frills. You can, and you'll pay for it. But you can get the base model. You can get the base. Do you guys remember what a base model is? They don't make them anymore in America because of the greed and all this obsession with luxury and all this. We just want something that gets us to our job and gets us home, and then maybe we can eat at night. Let's be honest, okay? So they are building what we all want. You can easily customize it with a wrap, which isn't that expensive, and all the panels are literally rectangles. So you can also customize the interior. It can come with no radio. You can get a radio. You can get really good speakers. You can get normal speakers. You can have no speakers. I mean, everything about this is exactly what we all want. And I'm just frustrated because Jeff Bezos is involved. Like, come on. Jeff Bezos, like the guy that already owns everything, is the guy. But here's what it really is. It's the Tesla killer. Tesla is this overcomplicated, high-tech. Nobody wants that, dude. Maybe a few tech bros want that, but I don't want that. I don't want to have to wait for an app upload whether or not I can drive my car tomorrow. No, and here's the other thing that they're doing. You can fix these on their own. They're advertising you can fix these on your own. On top of that, to reserve the vehicle for 2026, $50. Well, that's pretty high level of confidence. They're talking about cost effectiveness, which is the culture now, right? And we're living in this boomer era where everybody's like, no, luxury, man. That's how you get prestige. That's how you get status. No, we don't care about that. We want to eat tonight. We want to be able to get to our job and home. That's what we want. And all these old pickup trucks, all these old Toyota Tacomas, and all these old Ford Rangers, we've been dying for those. Cafe standards were meant to create efficiency in the industry and have better gas mileage, have less pollution. But what it led to is that the industry lobbied to make sure that pickup trucks didn't have to follow those rules, right? So you see the pickup trucks are getting bigger and bigger. Yeah. And then SUVs fell into that category. And especially the Ford Explorer was the first one that they're like, oh man, we can rake this industry because now everybody wants this. We don't have to follow any of the rules. So SUVs and pickup trucks are like the whole market. And then nobody wants to make a small vehicle in America. Nobody wants to make like a normal, like a Corolla, because they don't feel like there's enough prestige as an American manufacturer, which is just sad. So what Americans want is what Jeff Bezos, sadly, is providing. And I mean, I could go on for hours about how somebody else should have been the person to do this. We've been asking for this, and Jeff Bezos is just smart enough to be the guy that's going to own the future of the auto industry. But you know what? I'm going to be buying one.